Hi, Andy from Freelance Lifestyle Secrets here. Today I'm going to be talking to you about, is IT contracting for you and how do you know? First thing to say is I wouldn't expect you to watch a video and at the end of it have made that decision. So there's plenty of opportunity to find out more and discover, whether it is for you or not. The one thing I would say to start off with is once you start as an IT contractor, you're doing the same work as you already do in terms of your skill set. So if you're a developer, you're developing. If you're a tester, you're testing. If you're a manager, you're managing. So those things don't really change. The only real change is the admin side of running a contracting business. So that's the only real consideration in terms of what's going to be different. The other considerations for whether you want to become an IT contractor is you probably need to be a bit of a self-starter. So the fact that you've kind of sought out these videos and are watching the video kind of puts you in that bracket. So that's a good start. The other thing is you probably want to be okay with risk in terms of how you look at risk. I think a lot of people think that, making that jump from safe employment to IT contracting is maybe risky. I think for those of you that have ever faced redundancy or sudden job changes, kind of changes in role or responsibilities that can be suddenly brought upon you, probably realize the risks associated to employment. So compared to that, the IT contracting risks are probably a lot less because you're in control is the main thing. But rather than someone else controlling those risks, you get to control them. So that's probably a consideration. Another consideration is all the employment perks that you get and how you view those. So things like holiday pay, sick pay, pension contributions, all those kind of things. The main thing to say about that is rather than you getting the perks that an employer thinks are important and giving you them whether you want them or not and whether you need them or not, as a contractor you get to give yourself the perks that you need. So holiday, sick, all of the above, the same, but you're determining those rather than having a bundle presented to you that you may not even want or use. So a lot more control again from the perks, and again having your own business means you get more perks than probably you would ever be able to experience as an employee. And the upside is, as a contractor, as well as getting to choose and enjoy the comforts and perks that you would normally experience, you also get to make all the decisions about your level of income, the flexibility and freedom in how you work, holidays you take, breaks you take, all the kind of lifestyle changes. So I think all those advantages outweigh any perceived risk. And like I said, I think the risk is more having your eggs in one basket and giving that basket to someone else to look after for you. Much better if you have the basket in your control and know how many eggs are in it at all times. So hopefully that answers the question about that side of becoming a contractor. The other part, if you have a look at the slide I'm going to put up, is all about maybe characteristics you need as a contractor. So let's have a look at that. So as you can see in this slide, these are 10 qualities of what I think make a successful contractor. It is just my list, so you may see, other things. But I think if you can go through this list and tick 6 or 7, then that probably means contracting is good for you and you'll be, a good success at contracting. If you only tick 2 or 3 of these, then that's maybe when you want to have a look and think, is it for you, or do you need to improve in some areas to make sure you're going to be successful in contracting? If you've got 9 or 10, then you pretty much got it made and you'll always be in demand, successful and well rewarded for your contracting skills. If you have a closer look through them, you'll probably see they really fall into 2 areas. One is how flexible you are. So working, with a client and everybody in terms of, how you work. And the other side is how well you get on with people. So well, that's your colleagues, your management team, other third-party stakeholders or suppliers. Again, if you get on with everybody, you're going to get, asked back and referred to other people. and it's going to make you successful in contracting again. So these two characteristics really mean that you'll always be sought after, referred and recommended to people, and be seen as as a good contractor to have on board. So the last thing you want to think about is why you want to become an IT contractor. So what are the reasons either you think you want to become a contractor, or reasons you think other people become a contractor and how they relate to you? And I'll probably categorize them in these ways. One is the income. That probably was the main reason that people used to become contractors. It was all about the money. But that's changed over time, and I think freedom and flexibility are now a lot more important to people. So being able to use that side of contracting is really important. Another big reason people become contractors is just they get fed up of employment, being told what to do and how to do it, when it doesn't really tie in with how they think things should be done. So being your own boss means you get a lot more of that control back in terms of doing things how you want to a little bit more. And then the other big area is variety of work. Again, being in one client industry sector can mean you're doing kind of the same work all the time, and it gets a bit repetitive. Whereas as a contractor, you can work across different sectors, different companies, really different, work cultures, and experience a lot more different projects. And that's kind of the main reasons people think about becoming contracting. You may have other things. If you do, drop it in the comments. But I think if those strike a chord, then again, probably a good reason to become a contractor. So hopefully this video has helped you think about, some of the reasons to become a contractor and things to think about. Is it for you or not? And I'm sure as you learn more and see more and experience more, that'll help you make that decision. I do run events. You can come on to find out more. So I'll drop you some information in the comments as well for that. But otherwise, I will see you on the next video. This is Andy from Freelance Lifestyle Secrets.